for a new truck for your business? Look no farther. Come on down to AJ Doman Chevrolet, where we got $12,000 off every remaining 23 medium duty in stock. And more trucks arriving daily. It's all happening at AJ Doman Chevrolet, where we say yes when others say no. AJ Doman Chevrolet, your business elite dealer at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick.
Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Again, your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it. And we always appreciate being able to see Dean Schwest. But we're glad to have you with us.
Love having myself back here again.
All right. We appreciate that. Of course, Dean is the venues administrator over at the Civic Center, and we always have so many good programs over at the Civic Center. But this Crafting Cajuns is really, really nice. I mean, people are going to be excited to come out again.
Yeah, this took off in 2018, our first show, and I tell you, it has grown its own legs.
Yeah.
It's an amazing show. We'll have over 180 vendors. 180 vendors, all inside. I can promise you the weather's going to be 72 and clear.
Okay, I like it. You and God have talked about that. I'm glad you're the second person to tell me how wonderful that's going to be.
Yeah.
Very good. And again, that's a shot of last year's
show. Yep.
And you can tell that such a huge volume, but 180 vendors here.
Yeah.
Terrific.
So in the past shows, we've averaged about 7,000 spectators come through the door.
Wow.
Keep in mind, it's free to the public, free admission.
Right.
Indoor show, so weather doesn't matter.
Right.
You might have to get an umbrella to get to us, but once you're inside, it's beautiful inside.
Right.
Vendors from all over. It's been an amazing turnout, and it's really kind of taken its own path, really.
Right.
You know,
of course, you see some of the face painting and some of the things.
Yeah, they got
a
couple of face painting ladies there, and some amazing art stuff.
Yeah,
I've got some great vendors that really enjoy the show. So we look forward to it. It's our 12th annual, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, so we started in 2018 with one small show using half the arena, not knowing what it would do. It has taken over the full arena and the meeting room. So we got 220 booths. And
wow.
Some of the vendors have 2 and 3 booths, so we end up with about 185 vendors.
But 220 booths. So you see,
booths.
30 or 40 of those are going to have more than one.
More than one setup.
Wow, very cool. So Jay, put the flyer up. We want to let people know when they can attend. Yep. It is September the 7th,
this Saturday.
9 a.m. on this Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Of course, at the Barry P. Bonvillain Civic Center. Free admission. Free parking. Concessions are available over 170, which we now know is 180.
180, about 185 this year.
185. And of course, it's a craft show and marketplace. And it's a sponsor, of course, Louis Mahana Furniture is presenting the Crafting Cajuns. And we're talking about that. Thank you, Jay. But you know what's really interesting? We've got so many talented people. You know, I mean, and we saw it back, in high school. We saw some of that back at South Terrebonne. But seeing over the years, there's so many people that are just so very talented.
Yeah, we got a couple of local artists. Stacy Fobb there every year. She does amazing. She's got some amazing artwork in there, and she doesn't miss a show. She makes sure she's on that agenda. So she does a real good turnout. But just all the locals. We have a few that come from out of town, but probably of the 185, we probably have over 100 of them are local vendors that are making their own little arts and crafts and do real well with it. So
and it's not only that with the vendors that do that from here, but it's the draw, right, for other people who have friends or artists that come in, and that's what makes it bigger and bigger. I mean, for that volume of people to come that we saw last year.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like I said, we've had vendors. We have some vendors from Mississippi, a few vendors from the Lafayette area, a couple of them from further up north in Louisiana that come as well. That they hear every year. They love it. They come back. All the vendors at the end of the show talk about how amazing they did. They always have excellent turnout. Everybody in the place pretty much feels like they've come and it was worth their while to be here. You know what I'm saying?
And they've got such a wide range of things, like anything you can think of.
So we kind of focus on that because we get over 400 people that apply for these 200 booths.
Oh my.
Yes.
Okay.
So we kind of go through them and make sure that we don't put anybody near each other and we don't overload one specific item. So we do a wide variety Friday. We make sure we kind of cover some of everything, and it fills the need, and everybody gets an opportunity to get something in there that they're looking for. The timing of it's real good for the fall, and we've got a lot of people who's gonna have a lot of Christmas stuff in there that you can buy for Christmas and that kind of stuff. So
yeah, and in fact, in the shot you can see, Jay, if you put it up, it's kind of interesting as you talked about how this has grown. This is the entire middle of the Civic Center, where it started off in half.
Right.
But now we have this and the meeting rooms
yes.
as well.
We have 180 booths just in the arena, and we have another 70, 80 in the meeting rooms, 220 total. And like I said, we have a list of over 400 vendors that apply to get in. That want to come. Yeah.
And again, it's always nice. You never want to turn people away, but it's always nice to be able to say, we've got room for about half of the people that are asking to come. And I like the fact that y'all are particular about where you put them.
Right.
That takes some coordination.
Yeah,
that's what happens when we have
a lot of time involved. Like you. A lot of time involved. We want to make sure that everybody's in their own area. We give them first option for a location, but we'll always tell them, look, they might have a guy right next to you that's doing the same thing, and they might change up their situation a little. But I tell you, I have not. Out of all the vendors, I make my rounds and I talk to all of them throughout the day Saturday, and I've never had anybody tell me anything other than they've done one of the best shows they've come into. And look, this show is the largest indoor craft show around.
Wow.
Largest indoor free admission craft show around.
Most other craft shows cost you money. It costs you money to get in the door.
Right, just to get in the door.
And again, this is just one of those things that says, hey, welcome.
Right.
We want you to come in.
Giving back to the community. Come on in. Come with the whole family. That way we're not, you can come bring your strollers, come on in. And that's what really like about it. They come in there with strollers and they'll have the whole family with them kind of cruising around.
And it's the value of the venue. And you as the administrator having the room to be able to do that. And to be able to say, you know what, we're going to fill the arena, and we're also going to make sure that we fill the meeting rooms. Like we've done for so many other shows that we've done.
No doubt. Like I said, it's kind of grown into that, and it's fun to watch. We do 2 a year, one in the spring, one in the fall. Now this is our fall show. We'll have another one coming up in March, but the show's really kind of grown its own legs and become its own event.
September 7th, you want to get out there, all day thing. We appreciate it. Dean, thanks for joining us today.
Thank y'all for having me.
All right. And that'll do it for this particular segment and this Bayou Time, but don't go anywhere. A lot more local programming right here on HTV.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.